Hello friends, welcome to a new reading vlog. It's a bit more casual today. I didn't want to sit down for some reason. I'm just about to leave the house. I need to pick up a few parcels and I'm just getting ready, or just finished getting ready. Reading wise, I've not actually started anything new, which I think I'm going to do tonight. I'm still in the middle of Kill Creek. I'm actually enjoying it a lot, but I'm not very far into it. I think I'm going to start In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, maybe tonight or tomorrow, we'll see. But yeah, I just wanted to start off this vlog. Now I'm about to leave and get my packages. After that, I have set the goal for the day to sort out my bookshelves. Let me show you the situation. So I just know that there's a lot of things in here that I don't really need to keep anymore, or kind of not keep on these shelves anymore, but I think I'm just going to declutter some as well. This is just not working for me anymore. I've also still obviously got my book tower here. I don't think I'm going to change much about this because these are still books that I'm excited to read soon. So I think the decluttering is going to mostly take place here. But yeah, we're going to attend to that when I get back. I'm just going to finish my tea in my favourite mug. I support indie bookshops. Isn't this so sweet? I love it. Yeah. Welcome to a new reading vlog. I hope you enjoy your time here. Just took everything off the shelf, as you can see, very bare. So I need to deal with all of this. I can already tell that there's some that I'm gonna try and get rid of. I don't think I got these from a charity shop when I went to England last time. Other people's clothes, supper club. This is even apparently a signed edition. Oh yeah, look. I love that she crossed out the printed name and put it in herself. It's quite funny. Then Intimacies, which I read, but I'd read it as, I think it either was an ebook or, I listened to this on an audiobook. The Summer Without Men. Yeah, these I got from the charity shop near where one of my best friends lives. And then Three Women, which this looks very battered. I got this on the side of the road in Amsterdam, which I was very surprised that this was the English copy, which, yeah, I was very happy about because I read this and liked it, but I never actually had a physical copy of it. So yeah, other than that, I'm gonna look through these and then put them back on the shelf. Alright, here she is in all her beauty. To be fair, I didn't really do much. I just rearranged some things, as you can see. This is my Lakes Taylor Swift vinyl that I got for Record Store Day this year. Very happy with it. Yeah, just put some things just in different places. I sorted some books out. Quite a few. I'm going to go through them in a minute. Yeah, I just felt like I should display this. It's like the collector's edition of The Hate You Give, which my cousin very kindly gave me for my birthday. That is a practice stitching of my dog, which one of my sister's friends gave to her as a t-shirt, and this was like one of the practice runs that she gave to me. And he unfortunately passed away last year, and we all miss him very much. And this is like a nice little thing to keep of him. So I'd put that on here again. I went a bit rogue this time with the order, or lack thereof, of how I put my books. There's just basically no order. Before I had them kind of in not chronicle order, alphabetical order of the authors, but I just put it in randomly, and I kind of like that. There's no rhyme or reason to it. But yes, let's go through the books that I'm going to sell or get rid of or give to other people. So firstly, this is my mum's book that she lent to me, so I'm going to give that back to her. The Importance of Music to Girls. Never read this, I don't think I ever will. Validate Me by Charlie Cox. This is also signed actually, I think. Yeah, I read this, but I don't need to keep it. Same with this, read this, didn't need to keep it. Never going to read this, don't know where I got it. Read this, don't need to keep it. Read this, don't need to keep it. DNF this. DNF this hard, I really didn't like this. This book makes me very angry. The more I think about it, the more I just think, why the fuck did I even pick that up? And these two are Scarlett Curtis. It's Not Okay to Feel Blue in Other Lies, and Feminists Don't Wear Pink in Other Lies. This one I read, this one I kind of dabbled with, but never really got through. They're just essays written by mostly celebrities, and I'm just not that kind of reader anymore. So those books I'm going to get rid of, and yeah, I feel good. I feel very good about this. Very successful day, I'd say. Not sure what I'm going to do with the rest of it, but actually I need to do, well, I didn't need to. I recently got into Pilates, which I'm really enjoying, but definitely underestimated. I didn't know it was going to be that hard. But it's a good kind of exercise for me anyway. It's like a step up from yoga, which I do a lot of. So yeah, I'm going to do my Pilates and then make dinner, I think. It's like 6 o'clock already, so yeah. I wanted to give you a little bit of a reading update for It My Dreams I Hold a Knife, because I'm now 60-ish, 66 pages into it. I'm really enjoying it a lot more than I thought. It's very much giving me the Secret History vibes. The Secret History, but more modern, obviously. There's quite a few similarities. Obviously, the friendship group, one of them dying, and the kind of prestigious school setting. It's good, it's a vibe. Sorry if you can hear the rain in the background, but I'm so happy that it's raining. I didn't want to close my window. Also, just realised I never gave you the synopsis of this book. I was going to read you the blurb, but it's actually quite long. It's a bit long to read. So we follow two timelines. One is set in current day and one is, I think, about 10 years earlier. In the first timeline, we follow Jessica Miller, who is the point of view that we follow. She's the protagonist. We follow her as she kind of embarks on her journey to Duquette University, which is this like elite prestige private school, I think. She doesn't really fit in. She kind of isn't noticed by anyone, but she finds a friendship group, and you kind of know in the beginning that one of the friends dies or ends up murdered somehow. That's not a spoiler. She says it on the back of the book. In the more recent timeline, you follow her as she goes to the university's reunion, and she's been looking forward to it for a while. She wants to make an impact, kind of show everyone how much more successful she is now. That's kind of everything I know so far, but I really like just kind of the atmosphere of this book. It's perfect for a day like today where it's just raining the whole day. It's like the first autumn day. I can finally light my candles. I just bought a, what's it called, apple honey butter candle from TK Maxx, because I'm so ready for autumn. I'm so done with summer. I'm ready to indulge in a pumpkin spice latte, which I know people like make fun of, but it is good. It's popular because it's good. Okay, I don't want to hear anything else about it. I think I need to watch Twilight tonight as well, because that is just my ultimate, comfort movie full stop, but especially when it's raining. That's just, the vibes are perfect. I'll pop back in either later or tomorrow when I've read a bit more. Now I'm just going to enjoy the rain. Besties, 2 things right off the bat. I apologise for this lighting. Not great. I look blonde. I'm not. I don't know why. Secondly, when I said in my last vlog clip, I'll see you tomorrow, I was like, it's not tomorrow, it's 3 days later. Okay, let's just get over it collectively. Thanks. The reason I've not vlogged much is because I was working, and currently when I go to work I have to actually stay there for 3 nights, like sleep over for 3 nights. It's like a situation right now. But we're here now together in my tiny kitchen, so let's make dinner together, shall we? I'm making a veggie burger, a chicken veggie burger to be more specific, and I'm very excited about it because I love them. Let's get started. The only thing that's kind of standing in my way is the fact that I have not got many ingredients for said burger. I've got the burger buns, and I've got the like fake chicken burger patty. I've got lettuce and I've got red onion. That's what we'll have to make do with. So I've recently been thinking in my brain, Chelsea, you talk about a lot of books and then you never wrap them up or give people your thoughts or any closure. So let me just adjust this. That's a bit better. So I'm going to give you a quick fire reading update. Firstly, confessions. I started reading it, my last reading vlog on my e-reader, never talked about it again. Which is weird because I did actually enjoy it. It's a South Korean thriller. There's not much you can really say about it because everything is kind of a spoiler. It's about a teacher who teaches her last lesson at her current school job, and she holds a lecture where she talks about her young daughter that's recently been murdered, and she's been murdered by 2 boys in her class. That's kind of all you can say about it without giving too much away. I had a very fun time with it. It's very, very fast paced. It would be a great book if you want to get back into reading or if you want to get into reading full stop. The other book that I never talked about again was People Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. I read it as an audiobook. I've been rereading all of Emily Henry's books because I've been kind of in a romance mood, and hers are like the only ones, apart from Funny You Should Ask, that I've really liked so far. People Meet on Vacation still is my least favourite though. It's not a bad book by any means. It's just a little bit too cringy for me, which again, it's not a bad book. That's just my opinion. That's kind of the problem I have with romance books. They just sometimes cringe me out a lot. I'm not someone that's above a cringy story. Like, I'm a person that read a lot of One Direction, specifically Harry Styles fan fictions when I was younger, so the girl loves a cringy story. But now that I'm an adult and the people that I'm reading about are adults, it's just a no. Beach Read remains the one. 5 stars for me. I love Gus Everett and I really, really enjoyed Book Lovers. Maybe People on Vacation was just not that much of a hit for me. Then, very excitingly, my library had the audiobook for Carrie Soto's Back, the new Taylor Jenkins Reid book. They had it as an audiobook, which I did not expect so soon. I was so excited. I got it like straight away and I finished it within 2 days. But unfortunately, that also is my least favourite Taylor Jenkins read so far. I've only read kind of like the big ones. So I've only read Evelyn Hugo, Malibu Rising and Daisy Jones, and now obviously Carrie Soto's back. The thing is, I already knew, because Daisy Jones has got such a special place in my heart, I knew that nothing would touch it. But for some reason, I'm not even sure what, but it lacked something for me. The thing with Taylor Jenkins Reid is she is a great writer. I think you can't really argue that. And she always writes, I'm not sure what word to use, but she always writes such like grand stories, and they're so thought out and so well researched. They always feel incredibly real, especially with Daisy Jones and the Six. I think everyone's been saying that they didn't believe it wasn't a real band, and it just seems so incredibly real. Same with Carrie Soto, same with Evelyn Hugo, same with Malibu Rising. Like she's great at world building and kind of putting you in a place and you believe that is real. So it's by no means a bad book, and I know that I'm in the minority because I think everyone give it 5 stars. I don't think I've read a single bad or even average review. Maybe I should tell you as well what it's about. Carrie Soto is a tennis player who's kind of past her prime at 37, and she's holding the world record for, I can't remember what, something very impressive. And another younger female tennis player just broke that record, and she can't have that and makes her really angry. So she's planning a comeback to kind of win her title back. I really appreciate that Carrie Soto in this book is not a likeable character. She's not meant to be. She's kind of a woman that goes after what she wants, which is great. I think we need more kind of female leads like that. And And that's not where the story lacked for me at all. I really enjoyed that part. I think it's just that I go into her books now with too high of an expectations. I'm looking for kind of the same feeling I got when I first read Daisy Jones, and I was just blown away and I loved it so much. Maybe if I've not read any of her books before, I would have really enjoyed this as well. Not a bad book, just not mine kind of thing. What was my kind of thing, though, very much so, that was a 5-star book for me. It's the kind of most hyped and hottest memoir, which is I'm Glad My Mum Died by Jennette McCurdy. This book, I'm sure you've heard literally everyone talk about it, but for good reason. It was incredible. I don't really rate books anymore, but I had to give it a 5-star on Goodreads just because it was so moving. It literally had me, I was listening to the audiobook, which is narrated by her. It had me crying by myself in a Burger King, eating yet another veggie burger. In the book, she talks about her experience being child star, her narcissistic and abusive mum, the things that she had to go through kind of, and being pushed into the acting business without really wanting to do that herself, like just to make her mum happy. It's incredibly sad. There's a lot of trigger warnings. I would definitely look those up, especially around food and body image and anorexia. But if it is something that you feel like you can read about, if you pick up one book, make it this. I've heard Jalen from the Bar the Bookcase say that what he really liked about this book is that Jennette McCurdy, she doesn't really give her kind of 2 cents or her opinion about the things that have happened. She just kind of tells you what happened to her and how mum treated her and the things that her mum said to her, and just kind of leaves them in the room, and she just lets you make your own opinion about it, which I thought was really, really effective. She's a great writer as well. I think with celebrity memoirs or celebrity books in general, you don't really tend to expect as much. She also talks about in the book how she really liked writing and that was kind of her passion rather than acting, but her mum never let her kind of venture into that. So you can really tell that she enjoys writing and that she's actually great at it. This is definitely one of the best books I've read this year, and I think in a long time as well. Which then brings me to In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, which is the book I'm currently physically reading. I'm almost finished with it as well. So yeah, sorry that there was this gap. I know that my last clip, I literally only just started it and now I'm almost finished it. But I'm enjoying it a lot. It's very fast paced. It's very easy to read. I'm pretty sure I compared it to The Secret History last time. I still stand by that. It's more of a modern and maybe less pretentious. I love The Secret History. I really enjoyed that book and I think I want to reread this autumn. You have to say it is a bit pretentious, which fair enough, I like that. It's kind of Secret History meets Gossip Girl. If that's what you're into, then you would really enjoy this book. I like that you get a lot of different point of views. You're not really sure where it's going, but it's not so twisty that you can't be kind of like an armchair detective about it and kind of make your own theories up. Similar to Confessions, I think it would also be a good book to get back into reading. Or maybe if you're new to like the thriller genre, I think it would be a great one to pick up as well. That's my reading update. I'm now going to prepare my burger and I will actually see you tomorrow. Was a truly stressful packing experience, let me tell you. I just don't want to overpack, so I'm really trying to think about every single item of clothing or like makeup that I'm packing, but also don't want to be there and not have anything. You know, when you're on holiday and you're kind of missing something very specific, that is so annoying, and I don't want that. I'm not sure why I'm telling you all of this, but I just wanted to end the vlog and wrap up. In my dreams I hold a knife. I brought it back to the library earlier, so I haven't got any more, which is a bit annoying to me. I'll just put a picture here. Overall, very enjoyable. I stand by what I said about it the other day, that it's a great book to get back into reading with or explore the thriller genre with. I'm the kind of thriller reader where I don't really try to find out who committed the crime or try and look too much into it or like look for the red herrings and clues. I just kind of like to be along for the ride and be surprised, because that's the most fun experience for me. I get that a lot of people with thrillers get their fun kind of from trying to figure out or being able to figure out who committed the crime or who's kind of the culprit, but that's not me. I like the surprise, I like the plot twist to really catch me off guard. But saying that, with this one, I think it was not the most twisty story ever, but that's fine. For some reason it felt a little bit young adult for me, but again, I don't mind that. It was a good book overall. I really, really enjoyed it. It's a good, solid thriller. I don't think anything ever will top for me. I'm thinking of Ending Things. That's just my ultimate thriller book. I love that so much. I really want to reread it. But I know that that's not one that's for everyone, whereas I think In My Dreams I Hold a Knife is quite a crowd pleaser, which is not a bad thing. That sounds like it's a very basic and generic book, but I don't mean that at all. That's a compliment. It's popular because it's good, like I said with the pumpkin spice latte. I just wanted to thank you as always for watching. I appreciate it, and the next vlog will be the New York vlog. I'm probably gonna have to split it in two. I've not gone yet, so I don't know, but I can imagine myself having too much content for just one. I'll see you then, and thank you again for watching. Bye.